Hi, I trust this finds you well. Hope you've had a good week. Here's a wonderful lesson, an important insight from Parsha Terumah. Our entire Parsha this week, and indeed for the next few weeks, deals with the construction, the building of the very first shul, the temporary mishkan, the sanctuary, the tabernacle in the desert that the Jews used to connect to each other and to Hashem. And in great detail, our Parsha tells us about the measurements, the various different materials that were used, the furnishings and the vessels, two of which were the Aron and the Mizbeach, the Holy Ark that contained the Ten Commandments, the Luchot, and the altar, the Mizbeach. The Chizkuni teaches us something very powerful about thoughtfulness and sensitivity in regards to the Aron and the Mizbeach. What material was used, he asked, to fashion the Aron? Surely it would have been solid gold. It was, after all, the focal point, the main, the holy item, holiest item in the Mishkan. Yet, the Torah tells us it was created out of timber and gold-plated. Why? Because the Torah was thinking about those who had to schlep it, those who had to carry it in the desert. It would have been way too heavy if it was solid gold. So the Torah lightens the burden, and it's created out of timber. Along the same lines, the altar. It was this huge piece of furniture. On each side, there was these long poles for transportation. The Torah tells us that when it was stationary, those poles were to be removed. Not because it was just time to unpack, but because of the location of the altar. It was placed at an entranceway where people would come and go. Those poles had to be removed out of sensitivity. It could very well inconvenience those who are coming and going. It could be a danger. They need to be removed. That is a very powerful lesson. Often we go through life thinking that the world just revolves around us and I don't impact anybody else. Just before I came into shul, there was a car that was blocking the driveway. Surely the driver was thinking, what, me? I'm going to impact somebody else? I just need to find a parking spot. The Aron and the Mizbeach teaches us something very powerful. We need to think about the needs of others. We need to be able to pull in any protruding poles. We need to be able to lighten the load. So the things that we say and the things that we do impact others. Together, we can live in harmony if we just put the needs of others in the forefront of our minds. Shabbat Shalom.